The UK is still reeling from the worst far-right fascist insurgency to engulf the country in decades. Mobs attacking mosques, attempting to torch hotels housing migrants, and pelting police with bricks. The trigger, social media users claiming the suspect in the murders of 3 little girls in the northwest English seaside town of Southport was a Muslim asylum seeker. With the riots seem to have stopped, questions are being asked about their root cause. Racial justice advocacy groups such as the Islamic Human Rights Commission trace it in the far-right politicians such as Reform MP Nigel Farage and commentators dripping racist poison into the well of Britain's public discourse, and in Zionist bankrolling of the riot's leader who goes by the alias Tommy Robinson, the subjects of a letter that the IHRC wrote to the UK's Interior Minister.
Financing is not the only thing. We've seen him travel to Israel. We've seen him wearing T-shirt of Israeli Defense Force. We've seen him standing with machine gun on top of the tank and saying he will fight for Israel against the Palestinians. He will fight for illegal occupation. He will fight for apartheid. He will fight for genocide. And why aren't we concerned about this issue?
That drew a rebuke in a counter letter published in the right-wing daily The Times from Chief Rabbi Ephraim Mervis, the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, and a number of the British Parliament's House of Lords members who called the IHRC's contention anti-Semitic.
The minute you question anything about Israel, you're anti-Semitic, and because they haven't got anything else to say. I mean, for God's sake, if I'm anti-Semitic, then Times of Israel is anti-Semitic because they reported it many years ago. The issue is that is not what the nature is. The issue is that the validity and the documentation that is available, and it needs to be addressed.
One such document is a lengthy expose of the finances of Tommy Robinson, also published in The Times. The only allusion to the Zionists backing him, a mention of donations from conservative U.S. think tanks, almost all pro-Israel groups. The fascist far-right and the new liberal Zionists have much in common, experts say. They use lies to vilify their targets. The IHRC have demanded an apology from the signatories of that counter letter and have suggested that they redirect their ire to, quote, those actually stoking hatred rather than those of us trying to combat it. Saipur is Press TV, London.